This is GB24, live 24 hours a day.
Hello and welcome back to GB24. Here we are once again locked in the studio with my good friend and brother Eden. How are you?
I am great, Joshua. Thank you for asking. You're also my friend. And we are indeed real-life brothers here from our amazing GB24 studio.
It's a lovely place. They haven't renovated in a while, but I'm really impressed. Like, the amount of TV screens they've got back there is unprecedented.
Mate, I tell you what, spared no expense.
Spared no expense.
I'll tell you that.
It's like a Harvey Norman back there, but instead of great news from all across the world, we should just put Phil Collins DVDs. That's what should be on the screens.
Well, you know how Dick Smith went out of business? Do you know where all their stock went? Right here, baby.
Oh yes, with the cheap head. What are some of those dodgy brands like Same Song and stuff like that?
Same song.
Yeah, you know. Is it T-Ax rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not known for their quality.
Hisense, I don't think until the Arena I'd ever seen a Hisense product in my life.
It just shows you how good Arena advertising is. Because I had also not heard about Hisense, and now I'm like, well, if they've got an Arena...
I had no idea what Hisense was. I thought it was literally just a name.
Oh, I knew it was a product.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know there's a stadium in America, and it's called the Smoothie King Stadium? It's literally called the Smoothie King Stadium. And I think it's the New Orleans Pelicans where they play. Get your smoothies. Watch some basketball.
Get your smoothie there. Just a reminder, guys, if you're watching tonight, if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, do that. Also, all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We've got a very special big digital show coming up for Fringe in a few weeks' time. So if you make sure you subscribe to all our socials and stuff, you can keep abreast of that information. VCR Fest, we'll talk about that a bit later in the show.
Yes, very good. So for now, let's get to the headlines. Escape room operators are confident of a bounce back when restrictions lift. They say there's nothing like their unique offering being locked in a small room and doing puzzles.
Yes, another blunder from the Victorian government as they mistakenly order 5 million copies of the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask.
And in unrelated news, the Victorian government has rolled out a new wellness initiative to help raise morale, with every Victorian household being sent a DVD copy of Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yes, and finally, the National Gallery of Victoria has terminated their contract with Wilson Security after one of the guards was caught sleeping with Picasso's Weeping Woman.
Oh, there we go. Some riveting stuff there, obviously, with the lockdown, and coronavirus is running wild through the news stream.
Running wild. Things always run wild, don't they?
Yeah, they don't stroll wild.
This COVID, it is just walking wild all over this state. Or it's running domestically.
It's COVID gone wild. That's a
COVID gone wild. It's
young
like
COVID
you pull that up and it's got the two, the spongy ball things.
Is that what you
that
call
used
it?
in every? I don't know what they. Well, that's the virus. That's been like the go-to media image for the
Spongy
virus
balls.
the whole time. Spongy balls. I'll call them spongy balls.
Exactly. Well, now I think it's time for mystery sound. Yes, that's right. The mystery sound is when we have a crazy sound that me and Josh have not heard before. And you guys at home on the Soch, get in there. It's live chat. Have a guess as well. So I think we're ready. Josh, you ready? Let's hear the mystery sound.
Oh,
Okay.
very cool.
Interesting. Josh,
Initial thoughts?
I'm thinking it sounds like, okay, this is going to be a little specific. It sounds like someone wiping windows. I think it's someone wiping windows in a glass elevator.
Oh, that's
gonna
good.
be my guess. That's going to be my guess.
I was going with something like cleaning an aquarium window. So they're underwater maybe.
Ooh,
And
that's
you're
another
listening to
one.
it from the other side. But I definitely think cleaning glass. Can we just hear it again, please?
Yeah, one more time. Yeah, I think it's got to be. What are you changing your mind?
Oh, I think it's definitely polishing. I'm moving away from glass now and moving more towards like a more metallic substance. So I'm going to go with finger buffing on a big let's go a grain silo.
Okay,
Mr. Summers.
It's Dicky.
Yes. Oh, it's Dicky.
There might be a little bit more noise reduction artifacts than I realised when I processed it earlier today.
Okay.
Oh, Dicky, you fool.
Oh, Dick.
So if Dicky does all the sound engineering here on the show.
He's up in the booth and he's down below us. But let's check on the Soch, see what people are thinking.
We've got TARDIS with the battery stuffed. We've got Baby Alligator, the same guest from a few weeks ago.
Oh, actually, Boston Dynamics doing Big Dog. Yes,
I love Big Dog.
I love me a bit of Big Dog,
A
mate.
garage door that's run out of power. Some fine guests. No one really is into the polishing like we were.
Someone said wiping their finger across a car window. I think car could be pretty good. Actually, you know what it could be? Do you remember the 90s sitcom Home Improvement?
Yes.
You know how he was always building a hot rod in his garage?
Yeah.
Could be Tim Allen polishing up that hot rod. There we go. That's a specific one. Anything else?
But that would have to be from season 4 onwards because it didn't have any. It was only a frame until then. So
good.
Potentially season 5.
Okay, garage door that ran out of power. That's good.
Well, we'll check back in with the mystery sound later in the show.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea, Josh. And for now, we've actually got our reporter on location. That's right. We've got Josh reporting live from a location that he knows nothing about. That's right. He can't see where he is. So let's. I think he's ready now. Josh, can you hear me?
Yes, Eden, I can hear you. And what an exciting, thrilling place I'm in.
Yes, that's right. Now, you've been down there all day. You've really sort of seen the inner workings of the place, haven't you?
Yes, been inside the Big Ben clock tower. It's fascinating to see.
Oh, that is very fascinating. But that's all the way over in London. You're clearly not in London.
I just thought you were talking about fascinating interiors, and I recalled my previous trip to London, but you obviously weren't.
Yes, but obviously there's a lot of fans that would be going nuts where you are right now. They would love to be in your position.
The fans are jam-packed here, and I'm lucky enough to be backstage, I think, which is really great for me.
Backstage is interesting to be at a concert and stuff, but obviously you're in the action. You're right there, but you're managing to see everything around you, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'm part of the main event here, and everyone's really enjoying it. It's a real spectator sport, this one, and I think that's what people love about
it's more. I know. It seems like a sport, watching entertainment on the screen, but is it as funny down there when you're actually living it as it is when we watch it at home?
Is it funny down here?
Yeah.
doing the inner workings. Well, I think that when you're creating
the characters, like, are they as funny, like in real life where you're there?
The sitcom sets and the film doing the filming.
Oh yeah, it's filming week to week. Yeah, correct. Is it as because everyone? Well, actually, I'll give you this, right? What do you think? What do you think of the boss down there? Do you think the boss is? Some people love him, some people hate him. What do you think? Where do you sit on it?
Boss?
Yeah, the
Our
boss.
boss?
The boss. Where you are at the moment?
I was going to say Rod Stewart. He's not the boss.
No, he's not the boss.
I don't know who the boss. I haven't seen the boss for years, to be honest.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, interesting because there was originally an English setting, but now you're in the American one. And I wonder about the difference of the bosses, especially.
Look, I think specifically the boss. The best thing about the English boss, the previous English boss, he knew when to get out. He just got in there and left. After I think we saw him for 12 days, something like that.
But
other boss,
obviously,
being here filming in the real life office where they filmed The Office is a really exciting experience for me. And so yeah, I've really enjoyed my time down here. Steve Carell is a really friendly guy. But for now, it's back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Josh. Fantastic reporting there, Josh. We loved every minute of that. I'm sure the people at home...
long minute of that.
All the people at home were screaming at their tablets, maybe. I was going to say TVs, but tablets these days.
Who's watching TVs? It's all laptops.
Now, I think it's time for another true Aussiewood story. Now, have you ever felt like this? How strange things happen. Are you going around the twist? That's right. Today we're going to be talking about Australia's favourite little brother, and that is Bronson. And for those that don't know about Round the Twist, it was an amazing 90s TV show. But actually, it'll be interesting to note there was only actually 4 seasons of Around the Twist. One in 1990, then another in 92. Then we had a bit of a break until 2000, and then we had another one in 2001. And even though there were only 4 seasons, we had 3 Bronsons. That's right, we had 3 Bronsons. Let's have a look at the Bronsons now. There they are, all 3 of them. We've got the original one for 1 season, in the middle, the second, and then the third for the last 2 seasons. Now, Bronsons, we've got Rodney McLean, Jeffrey Walker, and Matthew Waters. What do you think they're doing now, Josh?
I reckon because Jeffrey was quite lucrative in his children's TV career was quite good. So I think he went on, and he's probably still acting, I reckon.
That's the
middle one. First Bronson, I reckon he's just settled down with a family. I think last Bronson, I think he developed a habit and he's not doing too great.
Oh, last Bronson. Even though he did 2 seasons, last Bronson. Okay, well, interestingly enough.
It was his peak of his life was being on Around the Twist. Well,
you've sort of hit the nail on the head, but you've gone in the wrong direction, you see. So, first of all, the last Bronson, Matthew Waters, he's done a bit of acting. He was in Dr. Doctor, Men's Group, and Blue Water High.
But clearly now he's a bad boy.
Yeah, look at him. Look at that. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Look at that bad boy.
What a bad boy!
No, and he's gone over to London, where he's recently doing a lot of shows on the West End. He's still acting. I believe his last performance in the West End was for Goosebumps Alive, the musical.
Oh, yes. So he's had a really, really good time of it over at the West End.
Yeah, I'll jump over now to Rodney McLean, the very first Bronson. Now, he was actually, there he is. That's what he looks like now. So he was in Ocean Girl and Neighbours at the same time as that. And then, unfortunately, he got freaked out by the idea of being a child star, and so he threw it all away. He said, no, I'm off. He actually went off the rails, like off the grid.
Oh, no.
Like completely.
To a commune or something.
Yeah, he went crazy. And then... But I tell you what got him back on track, the Army. In 97, he joined the Army. He went over to East Timor.
Look at little old Bronson there. Imagine that. But asking Pete if he would go to the loo with him. And now he's there.
And now he's in East Timor, like doing the good stuff. And now he actually works as a 000 emergency phone operator.
Why is that information on the internet? Why is the kid from Round the Twist have a detailed bio?
I tell you what, it was very hard to find.
unbelievable that we know in this day and age there is enough power of the internet that we can look up original Bronson and know that he's now a 000 operator. I don't get it.
That's right. Even though he tried to get off the grid.
Maybe he works for ASIO or something.
Maybe.
And they were like, he's very recognisable in Australia. Around the twist, another went across the ditch. He'll be fine. Send him to Indonesia.
And let's make his call sign Bronson.
Oh, Bronson's gone rogue. He's going around the twist. Quick, get him, bring him back.
This is Nell to Bronson. Nell to Bronson.
This is Dad. Go ahead, Nell.
Gribble is on the move. Gribble is on the move. And finally, we just have to wrap this up with the middle Bronson there, which is Jeffrey Walker, who has actually been the most successful of all the Bronsons. He was in...
what a title.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. He was in the Wayne Manifesto, Blue Healers.
By the way, can I just shout out to the Wayne Manifesto? That was awesome. With Quokka.
Big ups to the Wayne Manifesto.
Dad used to collect toilets. Yeah. Oh, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne. Life is such a pleasure and a pain. Oh, Wayne. But he was also in Ocean Girl, Police Rescue. But then he gave away acting and he started to become a renowned director in 2004. And he's actually quite a well-known director now. He's done All Saints, Sydney Homicide, Dance Academy, Rake, Angry Boys, Bones, Fresh Off the Boat, and Dance Academy the movie, and Jack Irish. He's won a couple of awards for that. He was also in
Dance Academy has directors. Is that a reality show?
No, it's a watch more ABC, Josh.
Okay, sorry. Support local. Sorry.
He also made a band called the Ballet Imperial, and
call it the second Bronson or something, or something great.
But this little icing on the cake. I heard you mention Wayne Manifesto before. Well, he actually married his sweetheart from the Wayne Manifesto.
No,
Carmen. He married her. Now, Brooke has gone on and done a lot of things. She was not in Ocean Girl, but she was in Dance Academy. As well. She was in Secret Life of Us and a few other things. But how funny is that? He's Rosie from Wayne Manifesto, the love of his life.
That's unbelievable. And that is really the tale of three Bronsons right there. I think you couldn't sum it up any better, really.
That's it. That's been another true Aussiewood story. I think that's it for that. I'm sorry to do this. I'm actually going to have to jump off to the toilet, though, Josh. So I'll just leave it with you for a moment. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we did have. I'll maybe not go on to the next story yet. Probably need Eid for that one. Actually, now that he's gone, there is something that look, I've been working on this for a while. I've been really wanting to try it out. I think this is the perfect forum for it. I think you guys really enjoy it. It's a bit of a side gig at the moment. I'm not really making any money from it or anything like that, but occasionally, doing a few parties and those kind of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you my good friend, Cedric. Hey, Cedric. What have you been up to today, Cedric?
Wow, what do you mean? I've been stuffed in a suitcase all day.
Oh, Cedric, come on, cheer up, mate. Well, why don't you tell me? How's your mother been?
Oh, she's good. She's an oak tree in the back garden.
Oh, wow. Well, Cedric, now you do seem a bit agitated, though.
Well, yeah, of course I'm a bit agitated. Well, how would you feel if you had a hand up your tuchus?
Cedric! God, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Now, I think we've heard enough from you, Cedric. Why don't you take a bow? Sorry. Wow, Cedric, what a wacky character.
What happened when I was in the toilet? Anything good?
I think the audience just found one of their new favourite characters, Cedric.
It's as good as the horse? Hitch?
No, well, I think it could rival it. Maybe we could combine them both. We'll do a ventriloquist puppet. We could do a ventriloquist puppet of the horse chess piece.
Save it for VCR Fest. Save it for VCR Fest.
Yeah, of course. But for now, we do have to take a quick, short ad break. Before we do, we're going to check in once again with the Summers Carol website. We're going to be turning to that later, but we'll check in again. We are expecting the big rebuild for that. Nothing as of yet, but
no, that is the live website there. That is actually live.
That is the live Summers Carol website. No big news yet, but we're expecting it very, very soon. But for now, we're going to take a short break, a few quick messages, but stay with us. We'll be right back.
What's that controller?
We start with the finest chips. Smother them in rich gravy. Pop that on some of our tasty chicken. Inside a taco. Get that in between two burger buns. Put that on a pizza. Wrap it up like a souvlaki. Here comes the salad. Somebody stop me. What about nuggets? Jesus Christ. And all that can only be served in a bucket. We call it the Whopping Big Chicky Nugget McBucket, but we think you're gonna call it delicious.
I'm Ian Porter, reporting live from my bedroom.
And I'm Josh Porter, reporting live from my bedroom.
And you're watching GB24.
I think we've tracked him down to his bedroom.
I speak when I have to, Josh.
Literally used for us.
Gather round the fire. Oh, that's Sebastian.
So join us August 2nd at 6 p.m.
for GB24 Live.
It's Pikachu!
Yes, thanks for joining us once again. Love those little ad breaks, don't we? But for now, it's a time for my DVD review. And this week, I have reviewed the film Hitch. And
That's right, Josh.
Really,
it's the DVD review of Hitch.
Yeah, that I'm going to be
I'll
doing.
take it from here. That's right. We've got Hitch. Now, I personally love Hitch. I love him. It's Will Smith. He's hitched up a storm. He's the cure for the common man. He is. He's really good. I've got this copy here. I got this when I was in Thailand a little while ago, and it's pretty good. It's fun. It's for the whole family. And Josh, you know the great thing about this being a Will Smith film, right? It doesn't have aliens or robots in it, which is interesting for Will Smith because a lot of Will Smith's films have aliens and robots. I'll give you that for nothing.
Yeah, but there's none in this, so I don't know why you're bringing up aliens.
No, I'm just saying a lot of Will Smith films, he has aliens and robots. In fact, probably the worst film Will Smith's been in is After Earth. And that doesn't have aliens or robots in it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure people want to know about the film Hitch, Eden. This is the review for Hitch, isn't it?
It is indeed, and I've watched it. Checked it out.
Who's in it? Who's in the film?
Will
Hitch?
Smith.
Yep, he's not the only person in the film, Ed.
Then there's the guy. It's the fat guy from King of Queens is in it as well.
Kevin James.
That's him. Test you, and you passed. Good stuff.
And what's the main what's the main plot of the Hitch Aid?
He's hitching people. He's hitching them left, right, and centre to posts, to weddings. He's getting them hitched. And I think the thing with Will Smith is he's great in both sci-fi against robots and aliens, and now romance. So you can take that to the bank with Hitch.
And why is he called Hitch? What's
because his name? He's Hitch. He's Will Hitch Smith. I think that's his name.
Alex Hitchens.
Yeah, that's what he's known to his friends in the film.
You probably should have just said that then, shouldn't you?
Well, you don't want to give away plot points like his name in the review, Josh. Learn how to do reviews. Learn how to do them, and then get back to me.
You don't really want to give plot
spoilers. If you're going to do that, do the spoiler thing. Do the spoiler thing. There you go. Then you can say his name's Hitchison or whatever you said.
Will Hitch.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Will-
Alex Hitch.
Hitchin.
But did you enjoy the film, Aiden?
I loved it. The guy from King of Queens, he's hilarious. Why doesn't he do more films? That's what I want to say. Get him together again. He's great. The girls in it's fantastic. Will Smith knocks it out of the park. Has he ever done a bad film? Tell me that.
I don't think so.
Good, because that's right. He hasn't done a bad film. I would give it out of 10. I give it
Out of 10 this week.
I think I give it 5 fresh princes of Bel Air. I give it because of Will Smith. Did you know that was his breakout role?
I'm aware of that.
What would you give it? What would you give it, Josh?
I was a bit disappointed in Hitch. I think it was a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Formulaic in many ways. I saw the twist coming, those kind of things. So I only gave it 4 Hitches out of 5.
Okay, well, there we go. That's been another movie review that both of us have watched, and we got through that one again.
Yes, we did. But moving on now, we've got a very special exclusive interview. This is a GB24 exclusive. We have a direct interview with the captain of the Ruby Princess. Captain, are you there? Can you hear us?
Are you there?
I think he might be with us.
I think he's on the sea.
Here I am.
Oh, there you are, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, all aboard.
Where are you now, Captain? Where are you calling us from?
Well, I'm calling you from. Let me get that off.
Just regain some freedom there, hey, Captain.
Yeah. That's me, Captain of the Ruby Princess. Full of the good jobs. Where am I? Just on my houseboat.
Oh, very nice. And do you have? Obviously, you're out in your houseboat in international waters. Does that mean you can really do anything you want in international waters? Is that true, or is that something that's made up?
That's absolutely true. I can do whatever I want. I've been doing anything I want. Really. I've been breeding little horses. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
I tried to do that on land. The government was right on me. They said your horses are too small. I said, well, I'll do this on international waters. And what I'm trying is breed horses with webbed legs so they can swim better in the ocean.
So sort of aquatic horse. Well, are you playing with the idea of seahorses there? Are you some sort of...
That's exactly right. I saw seahorses and I thought, I can do better than that. I was taking a land horse, which is known to be very fast, and make them swim fast.
I'd be up for watching some seahorse races. I think it would be quite lucrative. Maybe bet on, maybe get drunk, go to the beach, get pissed off your face, get dressed up. It'd be great.
It'll be great. What I'm thinking is things in Melbourne aren't going so well, so I'm thinking we move the Melbourne Cup out to international waters. We'll swim it all. Everyone's gonna have a good time.
What this?
That's how they do it. Right, like that.
like a surgeon drying their hands or something. I was also wondering, Captain, what's been keeping you busy? I don't know if you're in lockdown in your houseboat, but I was wondering what's been keeping you busy.
Lockdown is pretty boring. There's not a lot to do. So I've been learning whale on Duolingo.
Oh, really? Is it good? How many episodes of that course?
I've almost finished it.
And what was that? What was that? What you were just saying to us?
That was saying. I was saying, excuse me, waiter, over here. 2 questions. Firstly, where's your bathroom? Because my friend has to take a big shit. Second question. Can we please have the bill? And lastly, I would also like to say the prawn granita was absolutely. I've never had anything that delicious in my whole life.
I am absolutely amazed at the word economy of Wales. That is amazing. That's like Latin cranked up to as big as their size, I guess.
Now, Captain, is that an ISO beard, or is that a bit longer growth wise? It's a lovely beard you've got.
This is nose hair. Yeah.
Oh, just just shaped into.
I sculpted it. Yeah. It's all coming out of my nose.
I did not know you could do that.
Have you got? And lastly, have you got any tips for surviving ISO for us land lubbers?
Yes.
Is it land lubbers or land lovers?
Well, Captain, tell us.
It's land lubbers because it's sea shanties.
Sea shanties. Do you have any advice for us, Captain? Any advice
on how to get through lockdown?
Yes.
You just got to find yourself a big book and you got to read it. I'm reading Moby Dick. In the original whale, of course.
So it's only a few pages long then.
Exactly right. Most of that's the pictures. That's that's what you find a good book. Go fishing. No, this is the cast. I caught a lobster. Look at that.
Well, you seem you're having a great time in isolation. We've been struggling here in Melbourne, but maybe we should move out to a house.
You're the first people I've talked to in 6 months.
Glad we can help, Captain. Glad we can
definitely comes across. That definitely comes across, Captain. Seems like you've been starved for company.
I've been starved. Okay. Seasick.
Gotta be careful that seasick. Have you not got over seasickness? You live on the ocean. Surely you can handle a bit of a rockety boat.
No, I can't. You know, this is a terrible profession for me. What was I thinking? I should have got into it.
Well,
could have been a trapeze artist.
I don't think that would be better for seasickness, would it? Heights.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I've got COVID-19. What's messing with my brain?
Maybe you go get tested, Captain. Maybe you should go get tested.
Do they have water boats, maybe testing, police boats going around? Do some tests, I think.
The Captain. Water rats. Seek out the water rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got water rats. Stay in the guys.
Coronavirus, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks very much for joining us, Captain.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no, thank you. Big fat.
Okay. Here we go. Thank you very much. That was that's the Captain, and I think if anyone thought that this wasn't live, this is live.
And I think, it explains a lot about the Ruby Princess, the troubles it had. I think we've sort of thoroughly explored that and really got to the bottom of it.
Well, when I said live, I really thought something would happen then, but it's okay.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
There we go!
Do it live!
It's always good to have Bill O'Reilly joining us here.
Always good to have Bill O'Reilly.
I really enjoy the Cap. He's great houseboat he's got there. I think he's been doing, how he's doing a bit of cleanup during ISO. I think he's done that at his houseboat. It looks wonderful.
In the Sosch, people are wanting a Captain Cedric team-up, spin-off show.
Spin-off. Captain Cedric. Oh, Cedric and the Captain.
Yeah, Cedric and the Captain. That's hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cedric and the Captain.
And he's doing Cedric.
Yeah.
In whale.
Yeah. Also, you have to watch it with subtitles.
It's just because he does like two things, just like reams of auto cue.
Just text the whole screen. Well, now I believe it's about the time of the show where we do Crossfire. Yes, that is right. Crossfire is when we both take opposing views. This right? Like this, Josh?
Oh, sorry. Yes, like an old-timey one like this.
Old-timey ones, yes. See? And this week we're going to argue to see if we can come to a conclusion. This week the Crossfire is what ice cream is better, the Calippo or the Sunnyboy? And I
reckon I'd go with, I wouldn't go ice cream. I reckon icy treat.
Sorry, icy treat. That is right. Did you want to start us off, Josh? Some Sunnyboy.
Sunnyboys, the classic Sunnyboy. Okay, it was originally started in 1964. It came out. Unfortunately, no longer available for purchase. 2016 was the last year you could get Sunnyboys. But the key thing of the Sunnyboy, it's in that Tetra Pak. Like you get your Primas and stuff in. It's the pyramid shape. It's like twisted, and then you've got the frozen core in there. The things that I love about the Sunnyboy, the complexity. This is not a run-of-the-mill icy treat for anybody, okay? You got to be thinking ahead. You got to really work out this puzzle that is the Sunnyboy. The tear is very difficult. Ideally, you're going the scissors and you're chopping off a corner. And then the problem with that is it's a chore to eat. You've got to work for it to get the rewards. You've got to be pushing it up from the end and sucking on it and drinking it. It's a very tough thing to eat and digest, but it's hard work for great reward.
Now, you just mentioned the year that it was released was what, 64?
64, yeah.
Well, I believe Calippo have you beaten by a couple of years there. Yes, that's right. Calippo has been around since the 50s. Yes,
wow.
The 50s. And I think you're going to like some of these little nuggets. I know what you're saying about Sunnyboy. It's interesting to eat, and it's got the strange packet. But did you know that the actual Calippo, when it first came out, they didn't do very well. For 4 years, they lost money. That's right. Until they redesigned their packet into the famous packaging, and it's actually got a name. It's called the Calippo packet. It's Calippo packet. That's what it's called. It's the actual. That's what that tube is called.
And so it's the tube, and it's joined at the end, right?
Yeah. And so and the thing with the Calippo, remember, you peeled off the top and you squeezed it out, and then you got it in your mouth, and it was
too easy
great.
for me. Too easy.
Great.
Too easy.
Now, I just what do you know the sugar content? Because mine's 99% fat-free with 30% real fruit juice.
I don't know about the concentrations of mine, but I'm very excited about the flavors. Can we go for a bit of a flavor off?
Hit me. You go first, then I'll hit you back.
I've got orange explosion.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I've got lemon.
I've got raspberry.
Oh, well, I've got pineapple and raspberry.
I've got zap lime.
Okay, well, how about a little bit of tropical?
Tropical's good. I've also got glug cola.
Okay, well, I don't have any more flavors. They're all taken off the market, all the other ones.
I've got a couple of ones that were around for a while but didn't stick around. There was Buzz Blackcurrant was around, and Hawaiian Punch. And probably my favorite that was around in the 70s briefly was Pine Lime Pow, and it later changed its name to Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy! That's great. I'll tell you a little bit of this little bit of nugget here, Josh. I do love Big Daddy as a flavor name, but did you know there was actually, this is the big news, a John Calippo?
What?
There was a John Calippo who made the Calippo. There was a gentleman,
a guy,
who made the Calippo. So he used it, and he revolutionized ice cream trucks in the 50s, and so that's why you always see Calippos on ice cream trucks. And that's I think that the fact that it's actually a John Calippo, and you know what? Name it after yourself or fuck off. There's no Mr. Sunnyboy.
There's no Mr. Sunnyboy.
Does anyone what does the Sosch say?
Let's check it on Sosch quickly. There's a reason why Sunnyboy doesn't exist anymore. Calippo all the way.
Oh, yes. You had to work the Sunnyboy to get it to melt a bit, and there's always that lump of plain ice at the end. Yes, that's
Christian's
right.
made a good point. It was the Sunnyboy was 99% ice and 1% plastic paper combo that you would inevitably eat. That silver paper that would get stuck in your teeth while you're eating it. One of my favorite things, just quickly talking about how Sunnyboys aren't around anymore. The general manager of marketing and sales, John O'Hara, were losing money for a long time. And so he put it down to a decline, which he attributed to minimal product innovation rather than a reduction of consumer interest. There's just no innovation.
The same people are still into. Oh, that was the ring
bell.
noise. That was the bell. So we do need to decide who wins today. Initial thoughts, Josh?
I think a big point for you, the big ones for me, is there was a John Calippo and also made earlier and still around. I think that's pretty huge on Calippo's behalf.
Yeah, although I love, what was it, Big Boy?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. I do love Big Daddy, but I think there are a few more things on Calippo's end. So
I think tonight I'm going to give it to Calippo.
Yes. Winner. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been Crossfire for another week. That pretty much brings us to, we're just going to check in on the mystery sound again, I believe. Let's go. Now let's have a look. Any other guesses? Do we want to hear it one more time? Let's hear it one more time if we can, Mr. Music.
Oh, now I'm changing and I'm going to like a robotic factory arm in a big cylinder, in a big like echoey room.
Oh, Is it from Terminator 1 where they go into the room and it's going
Mr. Summers,
Maybe.
Mr. Summers.
Oh, yes, Dickie?
Oh, Dickie.
I'm going to give you a clue. I'm going to play it without as much noise reduction.
Okay, thanks,
Okay.
Dickie.
Try it.
With me.
Oh, I reckon it's some automated thing now. That sounds like there's like a plane or
I
something
think
going
it's
in the
from
background.
Aliens. I think it's from Aliens.
You go with aliens. I'm going to go with we'll check in on Soch as well.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to go with a robot operated arm or some sort of robot operated.
Oh, we've got whales singing. I think the captain's come in there with some whales.
We've got a few for a car wash, a garage door,
Definitely
a bad DJ.
failing servo motor. Car wash.
Right, well, I'm locking in a robotic
Okay.
arm of some description.
Okay,
So should we reveal the mystery sound?
Okay. Oh, they've got plane wings there as well. Let's hit us up. What was it?
The Airbus A320 hydraulic pump startup. So there we go.
Okay, so that was a plane. That was a plane. Oh, it's the wing thing on a plane.
I actually think I've heard that sitting in a plane. Oh, there it is.
Great work.
Well-
I think the closest was actually Rachel, who said plane wings, nailing it.
Wings.
Very good.
And Dion said ailerons on a plane. Clearly both plane fans.
There's something
Definitely.
at the wing. Something. You should definitely get the gremlin on the wing next time.
Twilight
That's pretty much it. We'll just check back on the headlines if anyone missed them. Escape room operators are confident of a bounce back when restrictions lift. They said that there's nothing like their unique offering being locked in a small room doing puzzles.
Yes, and another blunder for the Victorian government as they mistakenly order 5 million copies of the Jim Carrey movie The Mask.
And in unrelated news, the Victorian government has rolled out a new wellness initiative to raise morale. Every Victorian household will receive a copy of the DVD film Jim Carrey's The Mask.
And finally, the National Gallery of Victoria has terminated their contract with Wilson Security after one of the guards was caught sleeping with Picasso's Weeping Woman.
That's it. That's it for another week. This has been GB24. Now, we do have a special live stream that we are doing in a couple of weeks for part of the Fringe, Melbourne Fringe. It's called VCR Fest, isn't it, Josh?
Yes, it's a virtual common room. So common rooms is the big new venue that Fringe was opening up, a great theatre space that is now having to go virtual. So it's over 3 days. It is, we're on August the 2nd, which is Sunday, but it's going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a bunch of great acts in there and you can sort of register your interest and they'll alert you when it's live. A lot of it is pay what you want. So definitely come along, check it out. You can sort of reserve your spot and it'll send you a link in half an hour before the show starts, that kind of thing. They're doing some really cool stuff though, because being Melbourne Fringe, they're really innovative. They're trying new stuff all the time. So there's a virtual foyer. There's going to be like virtual dance parties and all this stuff, and you can sort of mingle with everyone who saw the show afterwards. But we're August 2nd at 6 p.m. You can just look up VCR Fest in Google and you can find it. And links in the chat.
Links in the chat. That's what I wanted to get at. Links in the chat, mate.
Yes.
Well, that's it for another show. Hopefully, we'll see you at VCR Fest. Come check us out, and you can hopefully have a bit of fun from your home. Now we're in lockdown round 2.
If you haven't either, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let your friends know. We'll be posting clips throughout the next fortnight.
Are there links? Are there links, Joe? I know how much.
Sorry,
hey, smash that! We got videos here. Let's get the likes on. It sounds dumb, but do it.
And you can keep up with everything on our socials as well. But thanks so much for joining us. Ian and I are going to stay here in the studio. We're locked in for another couple of weeks. But we'll see you at VCR Fest, guys. Keep an eye out for it.
Love you. Thanks for typing in. Bye.